Okay, next one. So number 12. So dito pa rin po tayo sa shaft. A hollow shaft has an inner diameter of 0.035 meters and outer diameter of 0.06 meters. Determine the polar moment of inertia of the hollow shaft. Okay, so another parameter po dito or another term na gagamitin natin is polar moment of inertia. Okay, kung maalala pa si integral calculus, di ba, meron po tayong sinolve doon, okay, which is the inertia. Okay, so yun po yung polar moment of inertia. Okay, di ba si integral calculus naman, so sinosolve mo yung isang ESAS problem in a mathematical way. Okay, so pero dito, since nasa ESAS tayo, so gagamit na tayo ng direct formula. Okay, polar moment of inertia, so yung letter niya ay J. Okay, pares lang din po ito yung sinosolve natin sa ESAS or sa integral calculus. So J is equivalent to pi over 32. So again, pang shaft po ulit ito. Okay, along with 2 pi, along with yung power, along with the tawag dito, so torsional stress. So pi over 32, so multiplied by the diameter raised to 4. Okay, so this one is for solid. Okay, and then J is equivalent to pi divided by 32. So multiplied by the outside diameter raised to 4 minus our inside diameter raised to 4. Okay, ito naman po ay for hollow. Okay, again, direct substitution. So check mo lang yung unit, dapat uniform. Okay, so from here, so J is equivalent to, so hollow, no? Hollow ba? Tama, hollow. So pi over 32. Okay, times the outside diameter raised to 4. So 0.06 raised to 4 minus 0.035 raised to 4. Okay, so this is equivalent to pi over 32 times 0.06 raised to 4 minus 0.035 raised to 4. Okay, answer is 1.125 times 10 to the negative 6. Okay, that is meters raised to 4. Ayan, so from the choices, that is letter D. Again, so check mo mabuti, no? Binag-jumble lang nila yan. Okay, ganyan din yung technique na ginagawa ng board. So minsan ginajumble nila, minsan iniiba lang nila yung isang number, ganyan. Okay, kaya check natin mabuti. Okay, so that is number 12. Ayan, so polar moment, shaft pa rin po. Okay, so next one. So let's proceed on number 13. So nung college kasi hanggang doon sa dulo ng di ba, topic yung moving loads. Okay, so sobrang haba. Okay, buti na lang hindi natin major tong subject na to. Pang civil engineering kasi to. Okay, so buti na lang, no, kasi ayan, konti lang yung topics natin dito and then the basics. So wala pa naman kaming nami-meet so far na sobrang hirap na strength of material solving. Okay, so sa board exam. Ayan, number 13, so determine the thickness of a steel air receiver with 30 inches diameter and a pressure load of 120 psi. Design stress of 8,000 psi. Okay, another topic po ulit. So ito na yung thin-walled. Okay, thin-walled pressurized vessel. Kasi ito yung sa mga natin, usually mga water tanks natin. Okay? So, thin-walled pressurized vessel. So, siguro sa mga ibang probinsya, hindi na gumagamit ng tangke sa mga bahay-bahay. Sa Baguio, meron to, may Baguio. Okay, so mga tangke ng tubig. Okay, so syempre yun, hindi lang basta-basta na sinishape. Okay, syempre, engineered din po yan. Okay? So, also, so yung mga different factors na kailangan nating gamitin dyan, syempre, water po yan, pressure. Okay? So, and then, since solid material po yung paglalagyan natin, syempre, stress. Okay? So, meron po tayong two types of the tank. So, first, yung usual. This is the cylindrical tank. Okay, cylindrical tank. Okay, so formula po natin. So, compressive stress. Circumferential, not compressive. This is equivalent to the pressure times the diameter divided by 2P. Okay? So, P is pressure. Okay, so ang tawag po sa stress na to ay circumferential stress. So, madaming pangalan yan in case ibigay. So, bukod sa circumferential stress, so that is also tangential stress. Okay, tangential stress. So, and then that is also known as the hoop stress. Also known as the girth stress. Okay, pag may binigay na efficiency, i-times nyo lang dito. Okay, pag may binigay, no, ilagay mo lang yung efficiency dito. Ayan, efficiency. Okay, so another type of the stress is the longitudinal stress. So this is pressure, diameter over 40. 40 naman. Okay, again, pag may efficiency, i-multiply lang sa baba. At tawag naman dito ay longitudinal stress. Okay, so pag designing, and pag may nakita kang design stress, so ito yung gagamitin. Usual, yan po yung ginagamit, yung over 2T. Okay, yan madalas. Okay, so another type of the tank, of a tank is spherical tank. Parang hindi pa ako nakakita ng ganito ata. Spherical tank. Okay, so formula natin, yung circumferential stress, parehas lang po sa longitudinal stress, so which is equivalent to the pressure times the diameter divided by 40. Okay, so in this question, ano po ang mas mataas dapat, yung stress ba or yung pressure? Okay, kasi di ba parehas sila ng unit. So syempre dapat mas mataas pa rin yung stress. Okay, kasi pag mas mataas yung pressure, ano mangyari? So hindi na kayang ma-withstand, no, nung tangke natin, o di parang puputok or sasabog, kakawala yung tubig natin. Nakaroon ng butas, ganyan, mawawasak. Okay? Ayan, so dapat sa design natin, syempre, mas mataas yung stress compared sa pressure. Okay, so therefore, yan, substitute lang natin. Again, direct substitution. Okay, so always use ito. Okay, yan madalas yung ginagamit sa problem natin. Okay, so therefore, substitute lang po natin. Okay, given ay, ang hinahanap dito ay thickness. So, meron tayong stress, 8,000 PSI. Okay, we have a pressure. So, again, same unit po yan ng stress. Yan ay, so 120 PSI. Okay, so multiplied by our unknown diameter. Ang diameter bang hinanap ay hindi. Okay, so it is the thickness. So times the diameter, 30 inches. So divided by twice of the thickness. Okay, pag walang binigay na efficiency, so 1 lang po yan. Okay, so 120 times 30 over 8K. Okay, so ang sagot po dyan ay 0.45. Tama ba? 0.45. So 120 times 30 over 8,000. May times 2. Sorry. Ulitin ko na lang. So pwede nyo din namang i-shift solve. Times 30 over 8. 120 times 30 over 8K over 2. Okay, it is 0.225 inch. So sagot po dyan, so hindi yan troubleshoot, it is approximately 1/4 inch. So syempre, design po yan, so ibig sabihin ng design, i-relate mo siya sa actual. Okay, so wala namang kakapal na plate, di ba? Di ba kasi yung mga tangke natin, plate po yan, rectangular plate, tapos pinapasok sa isang makina, mechanical, okay, na para siya po yung mag-shape, okay, para maging circular. Siyempre, hindi ka naman pwedeng bumili sa hardware. Bumili nga po ng 0.225 na thickness, okay, ng plate. So, wala naman pong ganyan, no? So, usually, mga 1/4, mga 1/2, mga 1/2, ganyan, di ba? So, i-relate natin sa actual. Letter E. Ganun din, kunwari, relate natin sa EE, yung na-compute mo, 22 amperes na breaker, yan yung kailangan mo, minimum. Okay, wala din namang manufactured na 22 amperes na breaker. Okay, kaya sinasabi natin, minimum yan, no? Okay, so dapat hindi yan bababa. Kaya ang gagawin mo, so pipiliin mo yung pinakamalapit yan. Okay, yung 30, di ba, 30 amps. Ganun din dito. Okay, so letter E. Okay, sige. Yan po si number 13. Okay, next one. So let's solve number 14. Okay, ito naman ay spherical tank. So spherical tank with 10 inches inside diameter contains oxygen gas at 25 psi. So ganun po ulit. But since spherical tank, okay, so we will use yung over 40. Okay? And substitute, so stress is 28,000 psi. Okay, so gagamitin natin to, no? Spherical tank. Okay, so this is equivalent to, so the pressure, we have 2,500 psi. So multiplied by the diameter, so it is 10 inches. Okay, divided by our thickness. 4 times of the thickness. Okay, so solve. Yung choices, naka-millimeters, so convert natin mamaya yan. So 25 times 10 divided by 28,000 divided by 4. That is, sige, 25 over 112 inches. Okay, conversion. So sa pagko-convert naman, so hindi naman kailangan na diretsong millimeters, di ba? Kung ano yung alam mo or kung ano yung nasa calculator. Di ba? Ang memorize natin o yung nasa calculator, 2.454 cm is 1 inch. Okay, and then naituro naman siguro ng mga ibang lecturers, di ba? So hindi naman kailangan din i-memorize mo yung centimeter to millimeter. Okay? So ang pwede mong gawin, gamitan mo siya ng common denominator, which is yung usual na alam mo. So, ang ibig kong sabihin, so parang ganito. So, hindi ako gagamit ng ilang centimeters or ng 1 centimeter in 2 millimeters. But rather, I'll use yung aking alam or yung famous, di ba? 1 meter ay 1,000 millimeters. 1 meter ay 100 centimeters. Okay? So, 1 meter ito, 1 meter ito. So, magka-cancel lang din. Okay, again, hindi ko minemorize kung ilang millimeters meron sa isang centimeters. Ganun din. So, kunwari, so sa, ano natin, sa, tawag dito, sa fluid mechanics, and sa thermodynamics. So, di ba, meron tayong conversion ng 1 atm, 101.325 kPa, 14.7 psi, ganyan. Okay, o kunwari, pinakonvert sa'yo. So, convert 30 psi to Pascal or to kilopascal. Okay, ang gagawin mo dyan, so hindi mo na i-convert or hindi mo na iisipin kung ilang kilopascal meron sa isang PSI. But rather, so gamitin mo na lang yung common denominator. Ang 1 atm ay 101.325, ang 1 atm ay 14.7 PSI. Ayan. Okay, so yan, di mo na memorize, no, kung ilang kPa meron sa isang PSI or vice versa. Okay, yan. So, pwede natin gamitin po yan as a technique. Okay, so anyway, so balik tayo dito. So we have 25 over 112 times 2.54 times 1,000 over 100. Sagot ay 5.67 millimeters. Okay, from your choices, it is letter B. Okay, so that is number 14. Okay, so next. And so, I think matatapos natin tong buong lecture ng hindi umaabot ng 4 hours. Siguro 3 hours to and 30 minutes. Okay, number 15. So, compute the safe wall thickness. So, ganun pa rin po. Okay, so, thin-walled pa rin. So, a 76.2 cm diameter steel tank. The tank subjected to 7.33 MPa pressure. And the steel material has yield. Okay? So, yung yield stress, parehas lang din po yan ng ultimate stress. Okay, so kasi sa thin-walled, ang tawag sa yield ay ang tawag sa ultimate ay yield. Okay, again, so basta yung mga formula no na nilalagay natin dito. So mga allowable po yung mga yun. Okay, ganun din dito. So mga allowable stress. Okay, allowable stress, allowable stress. Kaya pag may binigay na ultimate tsaka safety factor, so kunin mo muna yung allowable. Okay, parang dito, so we have 215 0.4 megapascal. So this is equivalent to, so our, okay, so yung safety factor ay 3. So divided by our allowable stress. Okay, so allowable stress now, that is equivalent to, so 215.4 over 3. Yan, that is 71.8 megapascal. Okay, so from that, yan, so pwede na po nating i-substitute ulit. So again, basta designing or safe wall thickness, okay, so gamitan mo yan lagi ng circumferential. Okay, so yan, may nakita kang design or safe wall or safety, okay, so lagi na lang gamitin mo to. Okay, pag wala sa choices, ibig sabihin yung L. Ayun na po yun. So therefore, so we have 71.8 MPa. So, and then also, engineers, pag wala pong binanggit na spherical, automatic, yung default natin, cylindrical. Okay, so kaya yung cylindrical yung gagamitin ko. So, pressure ay 7.33 megapascal. Cancel ito. Multiplied by, so pressure times diameter, ilan? 76.2. Okay, so divided by 2 times of the thickness. Solve for thickness. So, yung isang choices dyan, naka-inch. Try muna natin. I-solve yung default niya, yung naka-centimeter. Pag wala sa choices, i-convert natin sa inch. Okay, meron naman po. So, yan na yung sagot. So, 3.89 centimeters. Okay, so it is your letter B. Transmit at 480 RPM. So, stress allowed for short shaft. Ayan, so basta shaft. Okay, that is torsional stress. And then basta shaft, isama mo yung J, isama mo yung power. Ayan, magkakasama po yan. Okay, depende kung anong kailangan sa problem. Parang ito, so ang hinahanap ay power. So, tapos, naka-kilowatts. Okay, this is 2 pi NT over 60. Okay, so let's check the given. So, okay na yung speed. So, ang kailangan ko na lang ay torque in Newton meter. Since wala pa tayong given na torque, again, so mahanap natin yan by means of the torsional stress. Okay, walang indication, engineers, no, na hollow. So, ibig sabihin, assume natin na solid. So, 16T divided by pi d cube. Okay, substitute. Okay, so we have the stress. Ayan, so you can see, naka per square millimeter yan. Okay, pag i-convert mo yan into Pascal, yan ay 59 megapascal. Ayan, so 59 Newton per square millimeter. So, i-remain ko na lang yan po, engineers, as it is. Okay, and then convert na lang ako later on, no? Kasi yung dominant na unit ay millimeter. Okay, kaysa i-convert ko pa to, tapos i-convert ko pa to. Ang gagawin ko na lang, so kukunin ko na lang muna yung torque na naka-Newton millimeter, tapos i-convert ko na lang later on. Okay, mga ganun pong techniques. Okay, so depende sa tao kasi na iba't iba tayo ng way of conversion. Okay, as long as nakukuha naman natin yung tamang sagot. Sige, this is 1.9274 times 10 raised to 6. Ito ay naka-Newton millimeter. Okay, convert natin. So, 1 meter over 1,000 millimeters. Okay, convert ko, no? Kasi ang kailangan natin dito, based on the formula, dapat Newton meter. Cancel. Divide ko lang yan ng 1K. Okay, that is 1,927.4 Newton meter. Okay, so from that, so pwede na po nating i-substitute. Yan, diretso na po ito. Okay, so therefore, our power now, that is equivalent to 2 pi. Ayan, times our speed, so it is 480 already in RPM. So no need to convert. Times our torque, so 1,927.4. Okay, divided by 60. Okay, so yan na po yung answer natin. And yung choices, naka-kilowatts, no? So, no problem. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan, i-divide lang natin ng 1,000. Or pwede nating i-press to, yung ENG, para maging kilo. Okay, sagot ay 96.88 kilowatts. Okay, so it is your letter C. Ayan, so still direct substitution, no, on the formula. Okay, so yan si number 16. So meron pa ba tayong shaft yan? Solve muna natin lahat ng shaft. Okay, yan po si 16. Sige, kindly take a screenshot para may copy kayo. Check natin yung mga shaft. Yun yan, shaft. Elongation na yan. Idulo na lang natin yung elongation, no? So after break time na lang yan siguro. Dito muna tayo sa number 25. Talon muna tayo ng konti. Not literally, so syempre dito. Okay? So compute the diameter of a solid shaft transmitting 75 HP at 18 RPM. So the nature of load and type of service is such that the allowable SS, or that means shearing stress. So, siguro hindi niya mahanap yung symbol na or so siguro tinamad lang siyang mag-time based on pure torsion. Okay, so kahit wala po yan, engineers, so tatandaan basta shaft, automatic torsional stress. Okay, so yung choices ganyan, ibig sabihin yan inches, no? Okay, pag iisa, kunwari ganyan, feet. Okay, pag sa trigonometry naman, di ba meron tayong 39 degrees, kunwari 43 minutes, 55 seconds. Okay, yan naman ay minutes, ito naman ay second. Okay, pag sa trigo. Okay, so ang hinahanap natin dito ay diameter, so solid shaft. Okay, makukuha natin yung diameter by means of the torsional stress. It is 16T divided by pi d cube. Okay, so let's check ulit the given. So meron na po tayong torsional stress, okay na. Okay, torque po ulit yung Okay, so hanapin muna natin si torque. Again, incorporated. So since that is shaft, power is 2 pi nt over. So check natin yung system. So naka-English, no? So gamitin ko na lang ay 33,000. Okay, so solve muna natin si torque, substitute. So power must be in HP. Okay, this is equivalent to 2 pi. So speed must be in RPM. So hindi ko na isusulat yung unit. 1/8, okay na. Okay, so and then torque, unknown, over 33,000. Okay, mahanap na natin si torque. Okay, so that is 33K times 75 over 2 pi or 6 sol over 1. That one is 218.84. And based on the formula, yan ay pound force in foot. Okay then, so substitute na po natin dito. Okay, so torsional stress ay 6,000. Let's do unit analysis. So pound force over square inch. So this is equivalent to 16 times our torque. Lipat ko lang to. Ilan na yun? So 218.84. Ayan, pound force foot. Okay, so 16 times 218.84. Okay, yung choices natin, engineers, ay naka-inches. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng makikita kong length, dapat inches. Okay, so 12 inches over 1 foot. Cancel. Okay, so divided by, so ano yung kulang natin? So, 16t over pi d. Okay, yan. So, solve now for the diameter. Times 12 times 16, so over pi over, so ilan to? 6K. And then cube root or ship solve. So sagot ay 1.3 inches. 1.31. So wag namang mag-rattle, no? So baka ganyan yung choices, hindi mo nakita yung eksakto, sinambahan mo na lang, o letter E na lang siguro. Yan yung pinakamalapit. Ay hindi, di ba? Okay, so sa mathematics naman, tinuro po yan, no? So obviously, yung 1.31, pwede ko nang alisin to. Then ito, so paano ba natin yan basahin? Di ba, ano yan? Mixed fraction. Ito ay 2 and 1 over 16. So ito ay 3 and 1 over 8. Okay? So, possible na lang dyan, A or C. So, trial and error. So, paano ba tayo maglagay ng mixed fraction ito? So, shift. Okay, and then this one. So, 1 and 7 over 8. So, is that 1.31? Ano? So, therefore, try natin si letter C. Kung wala pa din, troubleshoot. But I think yan naman yung malapit. 1 and 5. Okay. So, yan yung pinakamalapit. Letter C. Okay, so that's number 25.